Today I've got my Lego City update for January 2026, and unlike past years, there's not a lot done for this January city update as I've been kind of under the weather the past little while, but that doesn't mean we've got changes to the city as we've actually shifted everything in this block down essentially a full base plate and taken out the two tiled off half base plates, which were essentially an extended boardwalk. Still left the 16 by 16 that I had tiled off with the T-Rex, so that still gives the look of like separation so that everything's not so clustered together. But that's kind of the overall idea here. And then we do have the spot set for the new modular, which I will get around to at some point. But after the January pickup for my local Bricks and Minifigs, which was surprisingly wild Indiana Jones find, that is going to get added to the city. The modular as well as the gift with purchase for it is probably going to get pushed back a little bit because I'm going to do, once Arkham's done, I'm going to do the upscaled Santa and the Indiana Jones set first. So it might be a little while before the modular gets done. So, because I might end up having to do a parts order for basically replacing the brown pieces in the Temple of Doom set, because that was the wild find for my local Bricks and Minifigs this month. It's like, I was talking with a friend of mine that works there, and I should have asked him if they had any modulars before I set out on going home with the Indiana Jones set, because it turns out they had the pet shop side of the pet shop sitting in the back, and I could have used the coupon for January on that. It's like, I should have done that. But this crosses off another original Indiana Jones set. So, still a little ways to go on those if I wanted to get all of them, but at least now I can say I have an Indiana Jones set from all four of the movies. The reason I'm not mentioning the fifth one is because there was no sets made for the fifth movie. But overall, the main thing for January has just basically been prep work for the new modular, and also we got started on this side of the city as a friend of mine got Diagon Alley done for me early in the month. So it's not in its final spot. I still gotta get it slid in spot perfectly here. But detective's office is on this side of the city now, and it does actually line up really good. So that's great. Not sure what buildings are going to go on the straight sides for Diagon Alley, but I am thinking of shuffling the Grand Emporium and the Brick Bank to this side of the city. So that might happen in the future, just to get this side kind of started. But overall, that's kind of the big addition for the city for this month. The other side of the city over there by the beach and amusement park is still a downright disaster. And then over by the farm is actually where I've got the planned spot for the Temple of Doom set. So, do plan to actually put that in the city over by the farm. And I do still have to actually piece together the boats for the Last Crusade set that I picked up last year. They've just been sitting on my parts table for almost a year now. So, got to get around to that at some point. But so I got quite a few Indiana Jones related projects to work on. So, overall, that's kind of the main stuff that's been going down in the city. And if we do end up moving the Grand Emporium, I think I'll get started with piecing together the main build from the Lego Neighborhood book that I got for Christmas with some slight modifications, and that build might turn into a post office because I've got garage door pieces that would fit the corner setup, so I could actually keep the fire station where it's at, because that thing is a pain to move. So, kind of thinking along that route for this corner here. But overall, that's pretty much what I've got for this month's city update. And so you guys can tell me your thoughts on this video in the comment section below, because I will do more in the future.